Everyone, this is Zeynep. I am the responsible product manager for Komodo Client Security and ITSM Cybersecurity. This webinar's topic is same with next week because most of the participants couldn't attend, and we take too many questions about white labeling ability. I will start demonstration first, and we can take your questions at last 10 minutes. On chat part, we added forum link for sharing your webinar request, so we can add our weekly webinar topics and answer your questions about this webinar. Also, after webinar session, we will send the webinar record via email. During this webinar, we will be talking about how to customize Komodo Client Security and Komodo Communication Client with your company logos, and how to configure options for Komodo Client Security Virtual Desktop. We are providing you easily applied and 100% white labeling ability, customize computers with your name and wallpaper icons. We will briefly talk about how to change UI settings via cybersecurity and virtual desktop abilities to make sure you can apply to your customers' devices. You will learn portal settings to be able to rebrand Komodo Communication Client and Komodo Client Security easily. What is benefits of white labeling? Boost visibility of your brand, strengthens the loyalty of your clients, allows you to take advantage of Komodo Client Security and Komodo Communication Client abilities. We can start with ITSM portal settings. Let me share my screen. This portal is have my desktop's enrolled devices inside it. Under configuration templates, we have profiles, and my device is enrolled with this profile section. And under profile details, as you all know, we have add profile section menu. UI settings part is for white labeling and agents settings, UI settings part. Once you apply at the profile section, you will be able to change UI settings from here. First tab is for general settings. With this tab, you can change language, add shortcut for your desktops, and change your desktop applications, agents, some show desktop widgets or send messages, and the basic settings part. The second tab is for communication client rebranding. You can see a demonstration of your communication clients screens. Basically, if you add this section, you will see the default settings for your agents, and you can select each fields and set your own company's name and logos, and you can customize every field inside this menu. And when you click these fields, you can see that the field communication client will become underlined, and you can see that we will change this part of the screen. And we can start with changing for communication client, and then we can see which parts we are changing for this part. I will set my client's name. Sorry. And you can see that my company's client name will change, and I will continue with customer name. My support web page will be dreamit.com. And you can change also your support phone. Same with your support email. And when I'm changing the fields, you can you can see the demonstration on this screen also. And I'm continue with logos. We change the labels from here, and I will continue to select logo parts. For example, for customer header logo, you can see the information below here. Supported PNG format files with resolution 113 and 17 pixels. You have to set your resolutions with this pixel resolutions. It's important. I prepared this for our session, and I will select my correct version of the logos. And when I set my logo here, you can see demonstration. We change our logo here, and I will continue with the second one. And you can see this part also customer logo will change. And the product logo here, I will change this one with 98 resolution. And this will goes like this. I will change all of them, and I will save the settings so we can continue. And I will change my tray icon also. This one. I will keep this one. I change all the other icons except this desktop icon. And I will save the settings. And we will continue with Komodo client security rebranding. And then we will check the changings applied to our agents desktop. For Komodo client security, we have our desktop agents, logos and headers and names. And also we have a virtual desktop part under this header. So this part is for Komodo client security, and under Komodo virtual desktop, we will change a virtual desktop for our client's desktop. I will start with header logo. And change it's applied already, you can see. With customer logo, you can see customer logo will change also. I will change product logo and widget caption for our application. I will keep icon, and I will change our client's name also. This is for, you can see here, the Komodo client security. It will change with Dream IT. Like this demonstration, it will change, and it will look like this after we applied the changings to our agents. And as you can see, our desktop widgets and all the screens are changed with our white labeling, new logo and names. For Komodo virtual desktop, I will also change as a Dream IT my company name, and I will change virtual desktop wallpaper icon with resolution, and start menu icon for virtual desktop, and a widget icon for virtual desktop again. I change all the parts for Komodo client security except this icon for Komodo icon. You can now continue with seeing your agents changing here. I will open. We can start with communication client rebranding. This is our submit ticket screen for communication client. As you can see, our client name and our company logo is changed for endpoint manager, this agent, and I will open the other screens for our communication client application, and also the demonstration screen for our application. As you can see, it's also same for our agent. This is my agent screen, and this is our portal demonstration. As you can see, it's quickly applied to our agents. You don't have to reboot or restart your devices, and we can continue with our CCS application. Let me open first. This is our CCS agent here, and as you can see, our company logo changed, and also we can see that our other screens for CCS is changed with our company's logo. And also we can open the other screens. All screens will change with our company's logo, my company logo. And we have all desktop widget for we changed. This is our desktop widget for a shortcut to see our CCS agent, Komodo Client Security Agent, easily on top of our desktop screen. This is our demonstration for widget, and this is our widget for desktop widget. It's also the same, and also I didn't show the about screen, which we changed our logos and name and the header logo also. This is the about screen for Komodo Client Security. This is all applied to our desktops. And also I want to show you that our virtual desktop backgrounds we changed from here. As you know that we changed our client name and wallpaper icon for virtual desktop. We can open our virtual desktops from 3 places inside CCS agent. This is the first home page for CCS, Run Virtual Desktop. Also, we have under tasks, containment tasks, we have Run Virtual Desktop as a menu here. And also, if you pin Run Virtual Desktop widget to your desktop widget, you can see as a shortcut from here. If you unpin this taskbar, you can see that the virtual desktop icon is gone. And I will change my shared screen now. And I will start a virtual desktop now. As you can see inside the virtual desktop for your company, you can see that your icon and your name is changed here. And also if I start a virtual desktop session, my wallpaper icon, and this is our widget for virtual desktop. My widget's name and also icon is changed, and also we have an icon here for start button, and also we have our company's client's name and our client's logo here, and also our expected applications for our virtual desktop. We can pause our virtual desktop session and switch to Windows view. If we switch to Windows view, our widget will come here also. And you can see that it is also with our company's logo. And if we stop and close virtual desktop session, this notification will come, and our notification will also change with our company's logo here. So we provide you all namings and all icons for Komodo. It will always change for all of the screens. And also you can see here, if I come here and write my company's name here as a start menu, Dream Mighty Client Security, you can see our application's name also change for Komodo Client Security and for Communication Client. Customer IT and Dream IT is our Komodo Communication Client's client name and company name, as you know. And also we can see here that our widget name for we changed, as you remember, communication client rebranding page. We changed our this icon also. So if we open here customer IT and Dream IT names and with our icons, the communication clients also changed from here. And if we open, it is also same with our changings. Also, if you want to remove this settings or want to change these settings again, return to default settings, you can come here and delete all of the settings you changed. Also, you can come here and completely delete the profile section from here. If you completely remove the profile section, it will goes directly to default version, or you can come here and delete everything you changed, and it will return to our basic default settings. And I will apply and delete all the icons I added, and I will save my settings, and it will successfully saved for communication client. And I will go do same for the communication client security, Komodo client security, sorry. We can here delete our application logos, and I will delete my naming and all the icons and logos I added. I remove all of them, and I remove them as a default settings. And I will go save all the settings now again. And UI settings section successfully saved, and it directly goes to my computer, and we can close our applications and start with I write my communication client's name, endpoint manager communication client, to start menu. And as you can see, it changed with default names. And when I start my endpoint manager, and I open the tabs for my screen for communication client. Let me open first. As you can see, it returns to default settings for Iterion icons and Iterion support website default names, and the other screen is also returned to its default, and also this icon for desktop widgets, it's going to return the its default version of this icon, and it's same for CCS. If we write here to Komodo client security, as you can see, the naming is changed also for Komodo client security. And let me open Komodo client security rebranding page. This is all returned, and I will open our application here. Our settings, it is returned to Komodo, and our about screen, it's also returned to its demonstration page with same Komodo icons. And also we can run a virtual desktop again, and we can see that virtual desktop icons. This is our Komodo virtual desktop name. It's a default name, and it's a default icon for virtual desktop. Also, it's same for our wallpaper. Its default versions are returned. And if we pause and switch to Windows view, it is also same with our default Komodo virtual desktop. And if we stop, our all notification screens goes back to Komodo version of the agent. This is all for applications. You can add to here and change your settings from UI settings, and you can easily go back to default settings also. I will stop my share screen, and we can continue with your questions if you have. One question: will there be a video of this meeting? Yes, we will send your emails if you start from the webinar page. If you set your emails, we will send you an email. You can ask your questions directly from forum also if you want to ask later. Can we change the ticket system language? It is for service desk, and Elif also answered this question. We can schedule a service desk webinar later, and if you write your comments to forum also, we can change our webinar topics based on your questions and your requests from forum. Branding icon size, if I remember correctly, these icons have to be the exact size as shown in the dashboard. Bigger, no good. Smaller, no good. We are trying to change for virtual desktop background with all background. It will come later, but for the icons, yes, you are right, we have to resize it for the exact same resolutions for our icons. We set these pixels to make sure that customers logos will absolutely fit to our agents. As you know, our all screens have icons and have logos, and we want to make sure your logos will completely look better for all the screens and fit to all the screens. That's why our logos resolution and pixels are set as an exact size. Yes. What is the pixel ratio to desktop ratio? Is there a reference for these settings in the documentation? Yes, we have a wiki page for all of the screens, and I can share my screen again and I will show you that what is our resolutions, and you can see here. Let me share my screen. Our resolutions is here, as you can see that all of the resolutions for logos are right here. You have to resize it with these pixels to browse your logo inside our application. And also we have help guides, and you can email to our supports, or you can write us under forum. We will return you, and we will always reply your questions from forum. And the all resolutions are written to its fields under as a information. I mean a shortcut. Can you produce a desktop link to virtual desktop on desktop when the widget isn't running or it's disabled? You can start your virtual desktop without your Windows widget. From the home page, run virtual desktop menu, or under tasks, containment tasks, you can run virtual desktop from here. You don't need to open a widget screen to start a virtual desktop. And if you start a virtual desktop, the shortcut will always be right at the top of the right side of the your screen, and you can always see the virtual desktop icon here. I can start and stop a virtual desktop. And I switch to Windows view. Sorry for the black screen. This is our virtual desktop widget. If you don't stop your virtual desktop, close your virtual desktop here, it will always look like this widget, and you can change the location of the widget. Also, we will send you the webinars video, a shortcut. Okay. Want a simple desktop shortcut? They don't want to navigate through the app. We have a widget screen for shortcut, and if you ask about the keyboard shortcut, am I right? You are asking for it was more simple. I can, if you write your exact question to forum, we can answer your questions. I don't actually understand your question, Rob. And if you don't have any other questions, to Word or no, we don't have a shortcut to Word or Excel. You have to set up which applications you will allow your customers to reach via virtual desktop. You have to set your settings, and you can reach from virtual desktop as a shortcut. Yes, you can set your set to your desktop as an icon also. Thank you for your questions and for attending our webinar and your time. Thank you, and see you next week if you don't have any questions.